I want to make 2 points in this short video. Mortgage rates continue upward climb in March, approaching 7%, according to Freddie Mac's latest primary mortgage market survey. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage, the FRM, averaged 6.65% as of March 2nd, 2023. Number 2, U.S. homeowners lost $2.3 trillion in value since mid-2022. We'll talk about this at the end. It's not as bad as you think. So as we started the year, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage decreased with expectations of lower economic growth, inflation, it's all transitory, and a loosening of monetary policy. However, given the sustained economic issues and continued inflation, mortgage rates boomeranged and are inching up towards 7%. Remember I said the Fed is just throwing stuff at the wall. You can't trust the Fed. They've been wrong so many times. So it's unbelievable. So lower mortgage rates back in January brought some buyers back into the market. Now that rates are moving up again, affordability is hindered and making it difficult for potential buyers to act, particularly for repeat buyers with, existing mortgages at less than half of the current rates. Now, rates are still historically low. I've always said, studying the historical trends, rates should have never gone below 10%. It shows how vulnerable the American economy is, that people can't afford a home at 10%. Okay? So, kind of putting a bow on this, the Freddie Mac news, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged 6.65% as of March 2023, up from last week when it was averaged 6.65%. A year ago at this time, the 30-year FRM averaged 3.76%, and the 15-year fixed rate mortgage averaged 5.89%, up from last week when it averaged 5.76%. And a year ago at this time, the 15-year FRM average was 3.01%. So going back to this loss of $2.3 trillion in the market, according to the national property broker Redfin and some other ones I looked at when I delved into the data, the total value of U.S. homes was $45.3 trillion, okay, at the end of 2022. So it's down 4.9%, $2.3 trillion, from a record high, ladies and gentlemen, of $47.7 trillion in June 2022. So take a local market. My market's up 44%. It goes down 20. Who cares? It can't go up forever. People are sitting on record equity still. So I think if you look at it holistically, it's not as all doom and gloom. So even though many buyers were priced out due to historic low affordability, more Americans were able to become homeowners. There were about roughly 1.6 million more homeowners in 2022 than the previous year. While many existing homeowners opted to stay put due to higher rates, some renters were able to purchase a home amid rising affordability challenges. So historically speaking, the homeownership rate continues to be below the pre-recession peak of 69.2% in 2004, but is still above the historic average of 65.6%. So with mortgage rates projected to stabilize below 6% in the second half of the year, keep your fingers crossed, more Americans will likely become homeowners, boosting the homeownership rate this year as well. So it's not all doom and gloom. Los Angeles County expects a 4% growth rate. If you kind of look at the data there, but like I've always said, with this current administration, more than any administration since World War II, it is something new every day, some type of crisis. So you have to factor that into the housing market. I've never seen anything like it. I'm kind of a history buff and I study this, so it's just my opinion. And you have to factor that into your pricing models when you look at this stuff, what's going on with the Joe Biden administration. We got a lot of moving parts globally going on, so you have to look at that with the housing market as well. But when you kind of break it down, like I said, don't listen to the news articles. You have to read and find the information between the lines and talk to professionals. It's not all doom and gloom. Okay? Take care. Have a great weekend.